But our next contest is scheduled for one fall.
Wow, that's a shocker.
I know, right? And their opponents.
Keeman and Cameron McCloud entering the ring now. Keeman going face to face with Chris Bishop.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first to standing in the center of the ring.
Yep.
First, he reps the rep. He is the missing ingredient, Chris Bishop.
Chris Bishop, that shirt not in the wash this week, has his gear.
His tag team partner, making her Dojo Wars debut, fighting out of Camden, New Jersey. She is Nevaeh Chantelle. Their opponents to my left. Introducing first, fighting out of Seoul, South Korea. This is Kee Min.
Yeah, Keeman, everybody.
His tag team partner, fighting out of Massachusetts. He is cocky Cameron McCloud.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Keeman getting checked by our official here for this exciting contest.
Interesting matchup here this week on Dojo Wars, Will.
Big fan of them.
Yeah. Two teams who have not teamed before, as we continue our search to create or find the best 8 tag teams in Dojo Wars and crown our first Dojo Wars tag team champions. Chris Bishop, though, with an interesting task here, teaming with the debuting Nevaeh Chantelle to take on Kee Min and Cameron McCloud.
Yes, of course, Miss Nevaeh Chantelle, very impressive at WSU. Didn't pick up a victory there, but Chris Bishop was in attendance, it appeared, and has scouted a partner for the evening.
Yeah, no Nate and Dave, but Nevaeh Chantelle, apparently he's relatively impressed by her, and she just standing there eating these blows by Kee Min. You can see what he's impressed by. Oh, big shoulder tackle by Nevaeh Chantelle. Just a couple weeks ago, Will, you and I were both there. Nevaeh Chantelle went toe-to-toe with one of the baddest women on the planet, Ruthless Lala, and lived to tell the tale. And here she is going toe-to-toe with Kee Min.
I mean, Kee Min, not quite like Ruthless Lala, but I mean, look at that though, trying to knock her off her feet.
A big drop kick by Kee Min, and another. And Nevaeh Chantelle with great balance, able to stay vertical. And tagging in with Cameron McCloud, double drop kick, and that floors her. And now she tags into Chris Bishop.
Chris Bishop comes in, runs right through that arm drag.
And Bishop charged at McCloud. McCloud tried to block it, and Bishop just ran right through him. Shot right to the face by Chris Bishop. We've seen this by Bishop lately, able to take control of any situation, slow things down. As I say, that big arm drag takeover by McCloud, and then McCloud eats one of his own. McCloud then back with another arm drag.
Traded one of those Japanese style.
Japanese style there by Chris Bishop, and Bishop now collects himself. McCloud in the corner. Ooh. Bishop charges in. Big boot by Cameron McCloud. Bishop now fighting back. Shots. McCloud into the ropes.
Oh, now he's getting whipped from that corner to corner.
Corner to corner
coast
whip
to coast.
by Chris Bishop. Bishop charging. McCloud through the ropes. Roll up. 1, 2. What a slick maneuver there by Cameron McCloud. Tries a drop kick. And Bishop having none of that.
Oh, what's he looking at? Trying to tie up those legs that appear, trying to pull him away from Kee Min. Oh, big slap to the back.
And Bishop trying to cut off the ring. You don't hang out with the CZW World Tag Team Champions, the rep, as often as Chris Bishop does and not pick up a thing or two about tag team wrestling. Sharpshooter here in the center of the ring And Key Min
doesn't like that.
does not
Chris
like
Bishop
this at
slaps
all.
him in the face.
Bishop now
Come on,
getting
come
right
on,
in the
referee.
face of Key Min.
Referee getting in there, breaking it up.
You know, one of the people we don't really give enough credit to as Chris Bishop with a
That
big spine buster
buster.
here in the center of the ring this season has been Chris Bishop. You know, he met Jordan Oliver week 2,
Yeah.
picked up a huge victory in a lumberjack match. He's been
Very
putting up the victories back to back to back here. Finally coming into his own, I would argue.
Yes, I mean, he's has all the tools, but they're finally starting to be all put into place.
Yeah, the missing ingredient has finally found his missing ingredient and putting it all together. And you gotta feel like, especially after last week, he felt like he was due a world wired television championship title shot. Unfortunately, you know, as you said, the boss
higher
had
power,
other
a
plans.
higher power.
And Bishop this coming Friday night looking to meet one-on-one Layla Hirsch. They've met before.
Yes.
They met in our Tournament of Valor this past winter. It didn't quite work out in Chris Bishop's favor.
I mean,
and
yes.
you got to think that that's part of the reason this match was set up to kind of play some games with Chris Bishop.
I mean, you know, like I said, I just let the higher ups handle that big decision, but you know, I'm looking forward to that contest.
You know, Bishop, though, is asserting his control of this contest. Misses a clothesline. Big tag here. Cameron McCloud tagging in Key Min. Min now in. Min, charge in the corner. Big European uppercut.
This classic combo from Key Min.
Another one by Key Min. Min laser focused in his own corner. Running in. Big boot right to the face. Bishop slumped in. Min charging
Oh,
again.
look at that.
Big basement drop kick. Min could have him here. Cover. 1.
Referee out of
No,
position.
a little slow there. 1, 2. And Nevaeh Chantelle in there to break it up as well.
Oh, and now she whips Key Min off into those ropes.
Off into the
that
ropes.
dips down.
Big fireman's carry pick up here.
Min
Min fighting out, jockeying for position. Chantelle, though, showing her power and her strength.
Slam
Big
Key Min
Samoan
down.
drop. Cover 1.
Oh, no, only a 1.
Yeah, I think Chantelle realized she's not the legal man.
Oh, no, I believe there's a quick tag in the corner, if I'm not mistaken.
Was there a blind tag I missed?
I believe so. I believe when Chris Bishop ran to that side, Miss Nevaeh Chantelle did, in fact, tag herself in.
And Key Min missed all of that with his momentum, his laser focus, I guess.
Exactly.
Took him and I out of the focus here. And Chantelle now,
It's all a blur.
it's not a blur for her as she's taking it to Key Min.
Of course not. It's Cameron McCloud trying to get the powers of the warrior here. Oh, tag in, though, to Chris Bishop.
Yeah, we saw their tights a little bit earlier today. They matched the Young Lions Club, perhaps.
Oh, possibly. Possibly.
The
I
Black
don't know.
Tights crew.
I don't know if we can go by either of those names, but I mean, that's
Friends in similar tights?
that one we definitely cannot use.
You sure?
Positive.
Yeah, no one's using it. Big
Oh,
back
that-
body drop from the ring to the floor to the apron. Bishop back in, a little Cleopatra. That's got to be a message for Jordan Oliver
I mean,
there, Will.
Of course, he didn't get all of it there. You know, not used to pulling off that maneuver, but he pulled off that big uppercut to it.
Yeah, huge European uppercut.
Key
Cover
Min.
1, 2. No, Key Min kicking out. You know, Will, Key Min and Cameron McCloud, both 2 competitors already confirmed for that big battle royal this
course.
coming Friday night.
Who doesn't love a battle royal?
You know, and the winner of that will receive a really important gift
Yes.
on behalf of our friends at the Special Olympics.
An ultimate opportunity, if you will.
An ultimate opportunity, a title shot at any point, anytime, anywhere, as long as the title is in the dojo.
Yes. Any title in the world. It could be any title as long as it's in the dojo at the time. Anyone can just cash in that medal and just get that big title up. Oh, big pickup and a slam.
Yeah,
there.
Key Min with a head of steam. Nevaeh Chantelle blocking and just tossing to the canvas. And Cameron McCloud saving Key Min. You know, Key Min is nothing but fight and heart. But right now, I think he's out of his depth here with Nevaeh Chantelle and Chris Bishop.
I mean, quite possibly. You know, Key Min, he's been around a while, but not that much experience on him. Chris Bishop been around for a long time. He may be only quite recent to the dojo, you know, last year or 2, but again, well-traveled. Just trying to power Key Min up here, though.
A lot to lose, though, here tonight for Chris Bishop. That
Oh,
momentum going into the Super Show, the momentum he's built over the course of the last couple months, that weird abdominal stretch there at Modified, and Keyman able to fight back, and now Cameron McCloud in. Big shots by Cameron McCloud, floors Chris Bishop.
You know, like you said, momentum very important in professional wrestling.
Huge back body drop by Cameron McCloud.
Trying to change the momentum.
Covers Bishop, 1, 2. Chantelle there, barely able to break it up in time.
Barely, last second even.
Bishop, though, I think was able to get his shoulder up as well. So a little bit of unneeded action. Big drop kick there by Cameron McCloud. Keyman climbing to the top rope. What are we going to see here?
Signature
Double stomp to the back of Nevaeh Chantelle, and down goes this young lady, leaving Bishop all alone. McCloud charges, though, misses a forearm into the corner. Bishop, nice uppercut. And another. Bishop slamming McCloud headfirst into the turnbuckle. Oh, boop by McCloud.
And look at this. Bishop trying his best here. All of this big
Snapmare out of the corner by Chris Bishop. Taking a moment
Signature
to admire it.
roll through.
Oh, big drop kick right to the head.
That could throw off the equilibrium of young
Bishop
McCloud.
slamming McCloud down, cover 1, 2. Only a 2 count. You know, Will, one of the guys lost in the shuffle we don't talk about enough. Chris Bishop,
Yes.
the missing ingredient. Arrived here at the dojo without much fanfare or announcement last year. And, you know, the growth has been exponential.
Of course. You know, and sometimes new surroundings, new beginnings. That's what the season's all about.
Big
And,
drop kick.
Sometimes it's good for a competitor.
No, Chris Bishop, you know, many people feeling the uncrowned Wired television champion at this point. Jordan Oliver would obviously argue differently. McCloud with that desperation drop kick, and now both him and Chris Bishop trying to collect themselves. McCloud tagging in Keyman.
Oh, look at that trading strikes here, going back and forth with them.
Min the fresher of the two here. Bishop, though, fighting back. Min blocking a suplex attempt.
Oh, look at that lifting brainbuster type maneuver Keyman likes to implore.
And Bishop, we've seen utilize an impaler or, you know, the impaler kind of DDT.
Yes.
Gangrel used to use.
1,
2.
Oh.
No, only a 2 count there by Keyman. Also, at some point, I believe it was a version of the flatliner.
Oof. On the outside there, Nevaeh Chantelle throws down Cameron McCloud. As here it is.
There it is. Boom, scoop.
A flatliner
Into an impaler, a flatliner. 1, 2, 3, and that does it.
That's all.
That's all she wrote for Keyman. Chris Bishop and Nevaeh Chantelle with a big victory here this week.
Huge victory
The winners of this
over
match.
poor Keyman. Still looking for his first
Nevaeh
real win.
Chantelle.
Chris Bishop getting right out of there as Keyman goes to the back.